So I'm about to show you the most flawless, beginner friendly, and lazy makeup girl friendly makeup look ever. Feel free to use my technique and then just swap out the products to your liking, but just know the products I'm sharing are my tried and trues. Starting off with one of my favorite primers to use. This is the St. Jane Sun Ritual SPF primer, knocking out two birds with one stone, getting the smoothing effect on my skin as well as SPF protection. So I do use the full 2 fingers amount, really smoothing that in, no white cast, and really leaves my skin feeling tacky and prepped for makeup. Now I like a really natural brow, so I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is the only brow pencil I use on my brows, and for this look I'm going very light. Like, I'm just lightly filling in my brows. I'm also just going to kind of brush them out to make them look a little fuller. One of my favorite hacks to do when I want a really natural fluffy like brow is going over my brow pencil with the Kaice brow gel in the brown shade. It is such a easy way to add like some fiber like look to the front of your brows, making it look like it's thicker hairs than it actually is. And I'm going to use the smallest amount of concealer to clean my brows. Like, when I say 1 or 2 swipes on each brow, I love using the MAC Studio Fix concealer for this, and then I just kind of blend it out with a dense shadow brush. My favorite one being this Buffy brush from Sigma. I'll link it in the storefront below. Going light on the complexion as well, I'm going in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. It is like a cream, but it turns into a powder almost when you apply it to your skin. It's designed to help really smooth out the pores and make your skin look super smooth, which I love. This can be layered with more coverage if you want to apply a foundation on top, but for my days like this, when I just want to be in and out with the makeup, I will use this by itself. It has a beautiful finish, and I use the shade 8.5. Also using the Danessa Myricks Kabuki brush to apply this. I think it is so dense that it really does help to apply that product so beautifully on the skin, and of course I apply it to my neck as well, so we make sure we're blending properly. So for concealer, this is where my like lazy girl technique really comes into play, okay? I'm going to use the Haus Labs concealer first, applying that to my under eyes. This shade is closer to my skin tone, so I do like to use a lighter concealer like in the inner corners of my eye. So I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario concealer just to add some brightness in that inner corner. For blending anything out, I'm going to apply my blush. I love this Amicole blush stick, and I like this orange shade a lot. I feel like it really helps to make my cheeks pop, so I'm just going to apply that to like the high points of my cheek right under my concealer. And then I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. It's like a liquid contour. This is really the meat of my quick makeup routine, just applying my concealer, my blush, and my contour all at once and then blending them out. I'm going to spray a little bit of my Vibe Beauty Rose Water on a beauty blender, and I'm first going to start by blending out the concealer and the blush together at the top using one side of the beauty blender. And then once I have that blended out pretty seamlessly, which doesn't take long at all, I'm just going to turn my beauty blender around to the side that does not have any product on it, and I'm going to use this side to blend out the bottom part of the blush into the contour. Now, if you're wanting like a super chiseled look, you're not gonna get that with this. I'm someone who typically wears makeup to help enhance my features. I don't really like adding too much definition or too much extra depth. I like to look pretty like seamless. I just want it to, like I said, enhance my natural features. I'm still getting the same effect as using the concealer, the blush, and the contour, but it just feels a lot more natural. It just feels a lot more seamless, and it's super quick and easy to do, which I love as well. I do not like spending too much time on my makeup, and I'm just like, yeah, I ate that up. So now especially on days like this where I don't want to go too heavy, I'm not going to bake my under eye. I'm just going to use this under eye powder from Pat McGrath. I love it so much. It's super lightweight, but it still really does set that under eye concealer in place so it doesn't crease, and also so that like my mascara or whatever doesn't run down. I love it. Really brightening as well. And then I'm going to use my Kaice bronzer just to add some more depth to where I applied my contour. This also kind of doubles as a highlight because it has some slight shimmer to it, which I love. Typically after this step I would apply my highlighter, but I forgot. We're gonna actually go back to doing highlighter at the end of the video when I remember to apply it. But yeah, I just like to apply this, like I said, everywhere that I applied the contour, and then also like to frame my face just to add some warmth. So like around my chin area, the bottom of my cheek, and then like surrounding my head. Now for my favorite mascara ever, I'm going to use the Lawless The One and Done mascara. Now I always like to give the disclaimer, I do have very long and thick lashes naturally, okay? Most of it is genetics, but this mascara is my absolute favorite. My friend Alyssa put me onto it and I have not put it down. Sometimes if I really want my lashes to pop, I will apply the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara primer first. Those two together literally make my lashes look false. Going in with lips, I'm going to use one of my favorite lip liners from Rare Beauty. This is the rich brown shade. It's called Strong, and I typically will use just any brown lip liner. Like, I'm not too picky as long as it's like a nice warm brown and it lasts. And so for my lips, I'm going to use the Lawless Forget the Filler plumping lip gloss. I really love a gloss with a nice tint but still like glossy, you know. I typically use the shade Nudie, but I don't know where it is right now, so I'm using the shade Velvet right now. Like I said earlier, I forgot to put on my highlight, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of my Artist Couture loose highlighter. I'll typically alternate between this and my La Mercier highlighter, and I forgot to show it, but recently I've been setting my face with the Fenty Beauty You Mist setting spray. It is so good. I'm going to link my Shop My Storefront in the description box below, which will have links to all the products that I mentioned in this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.